This is a 1-year review of the Ninja DualBrew Pro Specialty Coffee System. If you're a fan of Ninja products or a fan of really good coffee, you'll want to watch this video. This is a really nice looking machine. It's sleek, stylish, and has a small footprint. I've got it on this nice stand because this coffee brewer will actually make pods or your traditional brew, hence the name the DualBrew system. So there's different models, some that come with the glass carafe and some that come with this nice stainless steel carafe. So depending on which model you choose, you'll have one of those two. Now this water reservoir that you can see in the back here, the water tank, that can be in the back, or you can move it and you can pull it over to the side. And what I mean by that is you'll see I have a replacement unit here, and right here on the side is where that would go. Let me show you. So you go from having either a nice, narrow, sleek appearance this way, or you can move it and have it on the side like this, giving you a different appearance and different accessibility to the water itself to refill it. It comes off easy. Just pull this off like that, take the top off, and you're ready to fill it up. Now you're probably wondering why I have a replacement unit. That goes hand in hand with what I'm about to tell you now, which is I'm very happy with Ninja's warranty process. We made one phone call, described what issue we had, and they sent us out a replacement with no issues. And this was right at approaching the 1-year mark, which is how long the warranty is for. So I've been very happy with other Ninja products, and this one is just the same. The reason I have a replacement unit here is the first 6 months of having this unit, I didn't really run it through the clean cycle like you're supposed to. And additionally, I wasn't using bottled water or purified water, I was just using tap water. So I started getting mineral buildup inside the unit. Now you can run the clean after you've had this buildup, and you can use things like vinegar mixes or even straight vinegar, brew it through the clean system. But for us, we still noticed it wasn't quite the same after that because we let it go too long. But I have high hopes, and I do believe that as long as you're doing routine cleaning on this, which is every week or 2 weeks, depending on what time you have and the recommendations of Ninja, as long as you're running those cleaning cycles and you're using good purified bottled water, then I don't believe you'll have that issue. So now that I have this new replacement unit, I can show you from the beginning what you would do if you bought this brand new. So the first thing we want to do is run a water cycle through it before we brew any coffee. And that's what Ninja suggests, and so that's what we'll do. And that's easy enough. We'll just finish filling this up with water and we'll run it through a cycle, and then after that it should be good to go. Now I have an upcoming video that discusses bottled water versus your tap water and the filters you can buy for the fridge. So that's something to look forward in the future, but for now I'll just tell you that I have good clean bottled water in this machine that I've used to fill my water reservoir. Just like that. All right, let's put our water in. Now I'm gonna power this on by plugging it in. And usually I keep it back here on this wall next to my ice maker, which if you guys like, I'll do a future video on this ice maker and tell you what I think about this. But for now, for ease of access, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it in right over here. We're approaching Halloween time here. Cool little setup that we got going on in the kitchen. All right, with the power on, we can set our time. Just hit the hour-minute button there. And we're gonna go with 12:30. And that's it, that's all you have to do, set the time. That's easy. All right, let's turn the power on. And now what we wanna do, so I have one of these stainless steel brew baskets, but if you're a fan of the paper filters, you could always do that. But I like these because then you just wash them, reuse them. So we want to put that brew basket in, and to do so, the replacement didn't come with these parts because I already had them. So inside your coffee brewer, you've got this piece that sits on top, and then this opens and closes to lock it into place. And so we're gonna go ahead and put our brew basket in. All right, so with your brew basket in, what it recommends is to do a full brew on Classic. And we do that to clean out the system and prime it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. While it's doing that, you can see it run, and I will give you some of the pros and cons. So, the things I like about this coffee maker is I like that you can both utilize the pods or a full brew into a carafe, depending on what your preference is, if you only want to make a little coffee on the go. I also like over ice brew. It works really well on this. Sometimes on other systems, I've noticed the coffee is a little watery, and I haven't really had that issue with this. As long as you put the right amount of ice and coffee ratios and brew amount, then it comes out really good. But it's pretty quick and efficient as far as brewing goes. But I do like the option of the Classic or the Rich Brew. So the Rich Brew does allow you to get a deeper, more flavorful, bold coffee, which is what I like to do when I'm brewing mine. And you can see it in action here. I don't know if you can catch the steam. See the steam coming out. All right, so now that the unit's primed, here is a fresh reservoir of water. And I'll show you a couple of brews that we can make with it. But first, I'll show you how we go ahead and move this configuration for the water reservoir to go to this back side. So it's pretty quick and easy. There's a little clip right here that holds this into place, like so. And then this can come around. And then it locks into place like that. All right, so now we'll put our water reservoir back in. And you can see here that right now I have the settings to do a full carafe, a half carafe, or wherever I want it to go. With Classic brew style, I can change it to Rich. And then you can do an over ice. And you can do a specialty. So I'm gonna do a Rich, and we're gonna go ahead and do a pod. Now in my organizer here, you can have a bunch of different, this is kind of a cool little additional storage for underneath, but you can have different pods here, but I'm gonna do a homemade brew pod to show you that. So the first thing we do is we put our pod adapter. And the way that this works is a pod goes right there, either your standard K-cup pods or this reusable pod. So to insert it in, you'll push that forward like so, drop it into place, and pull it back. And now all we have to do is lift this up and close it. And you can see that this changed to now it knows that there's a pod maker in here, and the ounces changed to what goes with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with my coffee, and then we'll brew a cup, and then maybe we'll try the over ice so you can see that. All right, so first we put our coffee grounds in our reusable cup, and then we pop that on top right here. And you can see that you'll line up these holes like that. And then I've got a couple glasses here from Regalo Creations. And they do a lot of cool stuff. They've got glassware, they've got apparel, and it's definitely worth checking out, seeing if there's something you guys like. This one says, "A coffee a day keeps the mood okay." So, I'm making this for my better half, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit brew for 8 ounces of the Rich style out of this pod. There we go. Well, that's brewing. We really enjoy this creamer, this Chobani coffee creamer. It's a really good option. We like it. So there's 8 ounces. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little creamer to it. And then it's got this cool frother built in, which is nice. All you have to do, it mixes it for you, gives you a nice little foamy, if you like it. Take a look at that. And then I just rinse this off, put it back on, and then you can slide it away. All right, let's do this one more time. I'm gonna show you a over ice brew. And this glass is Son of a Nutcracker. And again, these are on a Friends Coffee Company and Merry Grinchmas. So this is another one of the glassware. You serious, Clark? These are glassware that you can get from Regala Creations along with the apparel and those other things. So to do the brew over ice, I put my pod in, and then I'm going to change this to over ice. I'll leave it on 12 ounces, make a full cup, and then I'll come over to my ice machine, and you guys will definitely have to check this out on a future video. I'll let you know my thoughts on this. Put my ice in. Just go a little more. Just like that. All right, so now that that's done, now I'm just going to top it off with some more ice. And then I'll put my creamer in, and we'll be good to go. A little more ice in here now. It's nice and cold. Ah, that's delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It'll really be helpful if you like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. And I'll see you in the next one.